Hi, this is Roya. I am here to show you how to mix and inject yourself with Menopur. I've been doing this for a long time. I have had 8 IVFs, so I'm very familiar with how to use Menopur. So let me show you how it works, okay? So I'm going to have to move this a little bit for you guys to see, okay? All right, so you have, now every doctor is going to be a little different as far as uh, dosage, but the general standard rule of or dosage that's applied are the 2 powders, okay, that you see. It's the one with the peachy caps, and you have the liquid, the chloride, okay, it's the one with the gray cap. So you need one of these and 2 of these. That's the general rule of how much is used, okay? Now you should get the syringe, the 3 milliliter syringe, which is this one here. Some of them come with the needle already, which is the 1.5-inch needle. It's the 1.5-inch needle. This one is used for 20. It's a 22 gauge, FYI. This one is used to take the liquid out and for mixing and so forth. It's not to inject yourself with for Menopur, okay? And also you don't want to reuse the same needle. Like you don't want to puncture back in twice. And anyway, so and put into your and inject yourself with it. So anyway, so this is just for the syringe. I personally, I find it much easier to I take it off and use this that comes with it, the Q cap. This comes with the Menopur. I love this. It's so much easier. You don't have to deal with any excessive Menopur stuck in that. I'm just a little anal with that, I guess. So you just kind of twist it and you just put it on. Okay, so make sure it's nice and tight. Make sure there's no air bubbles, air inside. So you kind of like open and then close it up. So you take the caps off. Okay, very easy to pop off. And then it's important to actually wipe down the lid because you don't want any kind of debris or anything like that going into the medicine from the little rubber covers here, okay? So you do that. So you first start off with the chloride, okay? So you just insert it down all the way, okay? And sometimes I like to push it down here, and then you lift up, and you want to get about 1 cc, okay? And you want to make sure the top of the black rubber of the syringe is right at the line of the 1. If there's like extra air bubbles in there or anything like that, don't worry. Nothing's going to happen to you if you get it in there. But if you want to clean that out, just kind of go back up, get the air out, fully out. And then once you do that, there's no more air bubbles inside, okay? Maybe like a little tiny, but that doesn't really matter. So you get it to here, okay? And when you get it to here, I like to keep my finger right under there because sometimes what happens is if you move your finger, all of a sudden the rubber stopper goes back and then the chloride goes back into the jar. So you want to keep your finger here to stop it from going up. And then you hold on to it the way you have. And with your left hand, or if you're right handed, your right hand, if you're left hand, your right hand, lift it up and don't move your finger. And you'll see it's still at 1, oh, you can't really see it, not very good. But anyway, 1 cc, okay? So you hold it like that. And you go down onto the powder, one of the powders, straight down all the way. And you just slowly bring it down. Okay, you don't want to shake, no shaking. You just kind of go like this a little bit. It dissolves very quickly. If you feel that it's not dissolving quickly, just kind of keep rotating it a little bit, but it should. You do not want it to be cloudy. You want it to be nice and clear, okay? And look, voila, it's nice and clear, okay? So then you lift it back up and then you just suck it all up, okay? Don't worry about it getting to 1 cc. It is 1 cc, but just suck it up, get it all out. Even if you have to tap it, I like to tap it to make sure I get it all nice and good. Okay, there's like air right there, so I just kind of draw that up and then tap some more and suck it up. I'm a little anal. I like to have all of my medicine, and you really should actually. You don't want to miss out on anything. Then you basically you have that. You don't have to hold the bottom on this one. Only in the chloride did you have to do that because there's a lot of air pressure. So you go like this, and you insert it on the second powdered vial, and you push down slowly. Push that liquid mix back into the powder. Okay, And then that's it, right? Now you have two powder containers mixed into one. So you push down on your syringe, right? There's no air. Lift up, get it all in there. Okay, you're gonna see some air, go as far as down as you want. Tap, tap, tap. Get the medicine all in there. You know, just gonna play around with it a little bit. Down. There, okay? And then you just discard this, okay? You unscrew that, put it in there, and I really prefer this. You want to do the needle, the 27 gauge, 27 and a half gauge needle. It's thin, it's short, it doesn't hurt when you insert the Menopur. The only feeling you're going to feel is tingling from the Menopur itself, because Menopur tends to kind of hurt a little bit, but do not put ice. People say, oh, why don't you use ice to help with the pain? Do not do that, because you're not letting the medicine dissolve nicely into your body. Okay, so let me get up a little bit. So they say there's two places really you can insert. Let me fix this. Two places you can insert the Menopur or your fertility stems, right? You could use your stomach area, which is the area that people like to use the most, or you can use here. Let me show you. There's the hip area, but right below the hip, okay, which is where I usually use it. And I don't have any problems. There's really no difference between the two. It's the same. So here, but today I'm going to use the stomach. Okay, so you're going to wipe down, very important. Make sure your hands are nice and washed as well. I already did that. Okay, I had a little bruising because I kind of messed up. Wait, where is it? A little bruising right there the other day because I wasn't very gentle. Anyway, so I'm going to insert here. And what you want to do is have it, put your hand on your navel, okay? So it's going to be around this area, below your navel. Not too low. You don't want it below the bikini line. You want it above the bikini line. You want it right here. That's basically where the little extra pudges or a little extra fat. So you want to do that, and then you pull the cap, okay? And then you just, let me show you, let me do it this way. Do it this way, sorry. Okay, and so I'm going to do it here. So you want to hold on, and you want to go straight in. You don't want to go at an angle, up or down. You want to go literally just straight in. I wonder if I can show you this way. Yeah, there we go, that's better. Okay, so you just go straight in. All the way. Make sure the needle goes all the way through. Do not keep it halfway. You're not going to feel the needle really. It's just an initial mosquito bite. And then you just slowly put it in. Okay, it's not painful. If you get it into a nice fatty area, you really don't feel it. And then you just let go and you release straight out. Okay, look, as I turn my head, I tilted, so there's like a little tiny bit of a blood drop there. It's okay. So you just kind of like this. Sometimes what happens if you inject the Menopur in and then you, or even the Gonal, if you inject it and then you take it out too soon after you injected it, you'll notice that sometimes some of the Menopur will seep out of the section where you injected yourself. Don't worry about that. Just I quickly get a wipe or something and just like push down on it to keep it from leaking out. You're not going to miss out on anything. Anyway, so that's it, and I hope that helped. Right, and that's how you do Menopur. Oh, I did want to give you a little thing. If you do not like to use that Q-tap that I told you about, that little round knob, and you only have a regular syringe, I have a spare chloride. I just want to show you how to do. And you only have a regular needle, okay, which is I think the one that comes with this one. It's the 22 gauge, 22 gauge 1.5 length needle. So you do the same thing. You make sure there's no air inside. Just create pressure in there, and then you go right inside in the middle, and you lift it, and you do the same thing. It's basically the same situation. You want to make sure the needle, you can look inside. You don't want it too high up above the chloride. Obviously, you're not going to get any liquid. I like to bring it down a little bit, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so, and then take it out. And on this one, I noticed that you don't really have to use you don't have to keep your finger underneath it because somehow it keeps it together. Whereas the Q-tip, you have to hold on to it. Okay? All right, so you guys have a great day. Thanks. Bye.